Hello guys and gals, welcome to my channel. You are here because you cannot decide which character to pull for in the 3.5 patch. Well, I will give you a detailed idea of what each character does and how one can improve your account and be a game changer for you. Okay, so let's begin. Let's start with Dehya. She is the newest unit getting introduced in 3.5 patch. She is a pyro unit wielding a claymore. Her elemental skill is identical to Albedo E skill, the only difference being she is pyro. She also scales of HP and has a burst that looks cool but is way too weak as the damage numbers are low. However, she is considered to be a hybrid DPS and support unit so far, and since this year we get to Fountain, more doors will open for her eventually. And above all, she's getting added to the standard banner in 3.6, so you tell me, is she worth your primos right now? But if you are waifu meta, then definitely go for her, for now she holds to be a C tier unit. Next comes everyone's favorite husbando, Cyno. He is an electro main DPS unit wielding polearm that heavily relies on shielding and needs dendro support to dish out damage. He has a huge 18 seconds on-field DPS duration, which seems a lot clunky. Doesn't have interruption resistance, so you need a shielding unit as he heavily relies on his combos. Yes, he is a combo-focused unit. You need to do perfect combos in order to do max damage. For now, he holds a tier position. Up next we have Shenhe. She is a kinda niche character as she only works in cryo-oriented teams. But anything that has cryo in it will be heavily impacted by her presence. In this sense, her both skill and burst. If you happen to have a dedicated cryo DPS which you often use, then Shenhe should be a must summon. And if you already happen to have Ayaka, go for her. Don't think, just go and get her, you will not regret it. As she happens to be a top-tier waifu, and above all, she buffs cryo so insanely that you hit enemies like a truck. If you are a Spiral Abyss fan, then you will be surprised how much you will be benefited from her. She holds SS tier only in cryo teams. And finally we have Ayaka. Well, she definitely does not need an introduction. She is one of the best cryo DPS out there right now during the 3.5 patch, and so if you don't have any cryo DPS yet, then she is your best bet. She, being a sword user, has 100% uptime to the cryo application, and also she has a user-friendly playstyle. Her main source of damage, however, is her burst, so technically you need all her bursts to hit enemies. She works best in freeze teams and also does overwhelming damage in melt comps, but you have to hit enemies perfectly. She is by all means SS tier unit. Now about the fact of which character you should summon for. At number 4 we have Cyno, as he falls short to certain electro main DPS. At number 3 we have Dehya, only because she is a new unit, that's the only reason she is above Cyno. At number 2 we have Shenhe, an SS tier cryo support. At number 1 you get Ayaka, as she is one of the best cryo units so far in the game till 3.5 patch. So I hope that you guys can finally decide which character to pull for. Right?